Alright, awesome. Sweet. So, alright. I have a confession to make. Alright, so basically this is a recording for the Gone Dark missions. This is a section of Splinter Cell that has really kind of bothered me for some time, so I needed time to rest and relax. That's also why I was playing mainly the side missions and then like doing a little bit of Spice vs. Mercs, although I had an amazing time playing Spice vs. Mercs. So basically this is going to be a particularly short stream, but I needed to record this because I want to do this chronologically in order, and I don't want to cheat any of my viewers from actually, being able to being able to actually see the sections in case they did want to go ahead and play this through. So for this reason, I have decided to make a very short stream, or as short as I can, for the Gone Dark missions alone before I go back to bed. It is 4:31 in the morning Pacific Standard Time, and as much as I love to get a little bit of rest before I start streaming dancing again, it is, it's made me restless. So so what I want to do is go ahead and so what I'd like to do is go ahead and then show you guys the Gone Dark missions. This is going to be a very short one. So let's see. So there's going to be a short stream today, for this morning. And then after that, I'm going to go get ready for, let me go ahead and change this real quick. Let's take a look here. Which reminds me, I need to go ahead and redo my... yeah, this is a good opportunity for me to create my channels anyway. So here we go. I add back on the camera. So this is actually going to be the layout for when I start up the Xbox in order to protect my email account. So let's take a look here. And then this one, and as for this one, oopsie daisy. For whoever is watching me on Twitch, thank you very much. You are amazing for even coming out here. So if you're not, then I'm fine. I'm not offended at all. So blacklist. Okay. So anyway, let me go ahead and add these real quick. Elgato game capture. Woohoo! Yeah, there you go. And then let's see. Let's see what we got here. Livecam Studio. Alright, but basically what I want to do is I want to be able to play this, and I want to do this chronologically, so because I don't want to cheat my viewers from anything. So I'm going to play this through real quick, and then that'll be that. Okay, I don't want to obscure any of the HUD. Alright, here we go. Here goes nothing. So, the name of the game here is called Gone Dark. This is essentially a set of missions that takes place right before, prior to one of the main critical missions, which is known as American Consumption. So, so here, the whole objective of Gone Dark is to be able to determine where the hacks are coming from. So, as you can see, so it's a set of missions that's recommended to complete before you actually go into the American Consumption mission, which is like the first of many critical missions after you've played the first few main story missions there. So so in this case, what you see here is the Gone Dark report, and as you can see here, in this case, this is actually the third of the Gone Dark missions that I'm actually playing right now. And you see here, this is the report that was given out. And what it says here, it's a satellite image of the Shetlands with image enhancement. Found a bunker with an antenna off of one of the outer islands. Station personnel were gone, but he left in a hurry on something called Evac Little Mermaid. I guess that means they swam away. Okay, so basically this is and then down below you have the next objective that you need to achieve here. So in this case, the objective is decipher the report, then move your cursor around the SMI map to identify the location. So basically what you have here, this is all you get here. This is the report that you have to decipher. And ultimately, what happens here is that you have to, you got to be able to discern where exactly to go to. So once you've actually determined your location, you need to go into the SMI, and then and as you can see here, this is all the these are all the markers that you get. But basically, you need to search through the entire world map and determine where the next hack is at. So we're gonna go back to the report here. So trust me, I'm trying to figure this out right now. I need to go back to. So basically, there are some hints that get dropped as a process, as a result. As a result of the. So what I need to do is I need to go look up where exactly. You need to look up Little Mermaid. So that is actually. So I need to figure out like where I need to look in order to actually. Let's see. Evac Little Mermaid. Guess that means they swam away. So the question is, where exactly did they go to? So as I recall, I remember the movie quite well, and I enjoyed it very much, but I never quite paid attention as to exactly what the location is. So I'm going to go ahead and look at look up story development here. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out where, if I know exactly where the locations, is where Little Mermaid took place, that might actually help me out a little bit as to figuring out where to go to. So let's take a look here. I wish I knew exactly where it took place, but the only hint I have is basically Sebastian's accent, which is Caribbean-like. So I have to see if that will get me any closer to figuring out where everything's at. But it says Evac Little Mermaid, so that might be one hint to drop. Let's see, but it may not be the location either. So Evac Little Mermaid. Guess that means they swam away. So this is all the information I have to go off of. And he left, satellite image. Okay, so we're already at Shetland Islands. So that bit of information doesn't help me at all. But ultimately I need to figure out okay, so as far as I understand here, okay. Let's see, so in Denmark, so Newark, Shetland Islands. So the question is, where exactly did they go to? And so this is the part I need to try to figure out. But if I look back at where the story is originated from Hans Christian Andersen, and let's see, country says it's in Denmark, language is Danish. So I'm thinking I'm trying to look for somewhere close to where Denmark is at. So, and lo and behold. Oh man, I'm such a total badass. Yes. Okay, so this is the information that kind of helped me out. So I actually had to go in. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, so if you just rewind back to where I came from, this is actually what you had to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch it over here because ultimately I want to show you where I got my information as to where I got that new location. So basically, in the last minute or so, I actually ended up finding Little Mermaid. I actually looked up Little Mermaid on Wikipedia, And so I'm gonna go ahead and show you exactly, where I found this. So I'm gonna add a screen region so I could show you the page. And this is actually where I got my info from. So hold on a second, let me go ahead. Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, I guess it's not to scale, but basically what you do is that you look up Little Mermaid, the original story, because ultimately I didn't know. I mean, like, Sebastian kind of threw me for a bit, but it's a Disney movie. But it was based off of a fairy tale, and it was actually written by Hans Christian Andersen over in Denmark. So I ended up, deciding to go to Denmark, and I figured out, that's where my next target was at. So let's go into here. Go to Gone Dark. Okay, here we go. And we get to, and then of course once you get to towards the end of the Gone Dark missions, now I have to make a choice. We found our target, cross-referencing passports shown at LSI with surveillance footage in Copenhagen, narrowed it down to a passenger who arrived today. Let's see, we can scoop him up off the street, or we can give him some rope and see what the larger game is. Honestly, so in this case, so now you know what to do. So at the end of the Gone Dark, so ultimately what happens is that you have to go, you actually do have to play through, you actually have to read the reports, and you got to be able to figure out where exactly you need to go to, what you have to do in order to find you have to decipher the report, and then based on that you should find some contextual clues as to what location to go to next. That's what I ended up having to do, but it bothered me for a long time that was actually the only report that you got. I looked around in the Paladin jet trying to figure out where to go to next. I even thought about playing some other missions, but ultimately this is what you have to do. You have to actually go out and you actually do have to go out and search for the clues yourself. So this is my playthrough. So what I've decided to do is, because I'm always interested in seeing where everything's at, I'm going to want to find so anyway, I'm going to go ahead and figure out what he's up to. I'm going to go ahead and make the decision to observe. Mission success. Alright, the engineers have no idea we're on to this guy. I've activated the mic on his phone. We get every conversation the guy has, and man, is he having some interesting ones. The sub-hack was just the beginning. They're going to try to hit the entire USN, but now I'm in position to shut him down. Good thing we let him walk, huh? Okay, that's good.